yours?
Oh wait, yes it is. They
Okay.
just did.
Can we get one or two? Thank you. We might need more. Oh, here. Bar mitzvah
Still desking in the afterglow?
in the sweatshirt right here. Who's the usher? Can you grab one from him?
I hope you're still desking in the afterglow.
Oh, there are. Sorry, I thought that was
Yada die, 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 yada die, die. Ooh, yada die, 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 yada die, die. Olam chesed yibane, yalalai, yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai. Olam chesed yibane, try it. Yada die, 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 yada die, die. Olam chesed yibane, should be familiar. Yada die, 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 yada die, die. Olam chesed yibane, yada die, 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 yada die, die. I will build this world from love. Yada die, 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 yada die, die. You must build this world from love. Yada die, 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 yada die, die. And if we build this world from love, yada die, 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 yada die, die, then God will build this world from love. Yada die, 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 yada die,
I think you can handle yai lai lai.
Ooh, here you go. Yada die, 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 yada die, die. Ooh, yada die, 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 yada die, die.
Our world can feel like a crazy mashugana place sometimes. I don't know about you, but my head was spinning all week, this way and that, as each headline flew by, just trying to make sense of what was going on around us. And it might seem from some of the news that our world is feeling a great absence of loving kindness, of chesed in this moment. So much so that it might sometimes break our hearts. But that is the gift of Shabbat, where we get to step away from the reality of the world as it is in this moment, and we get to think about and pray for and refresh our vision for the world as we imagine it might yet be. And this particular Shabbat isn't just any Shabbat, it's a special Shabbat. In Hebrew, it's called Shabbat Shirah, or the Shabbat of Song, where we imagine ourselves standing beside our ancestors at the parted waters of the Sea of Reeds, taking those first steps to freedom and singing out in gratitude and awe. So tonight, with some help from our 4th grade learners, we channel Moses and Miriam and all the Israelites by the seashore. We lift our voices together in heartfelt prayer and in joyous song. May our prayers truly help lead the way to a world filled with love.
Olam chesed yibane, yada die, 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 yada die, die.
No excuses now, you know it.
Olam chesed yibane, yada die, 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 yada die, die. Olam chesed yibane, yada die, die,
this Shabbat, we've got a Moses and a Miriam, or maybe a Nachshon and a Miriam, but we'll talk about that in a bit, leading us forward as a community. We are so delighted to celebrate as Graham and Sadie take their place as B'nai Mitzvah tomorrow morning. I want to invite you and your moms up to help us kindle these Shabbat lights. If you have not yet found a prayer book, if you reach under your seat, there's actually 2 books. One is the Torah, but the one we're looking for is Mishkan Tefillah, a Reform Siddur. And you can join us on page 120 as we prepare to kindle these Sabbath lights.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We rise for Kiddush, adding some sweetness to our Shabbat. The words can be found on page 123.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava uratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letzion Mitzrayim, ki banu v'acharta, be'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Good vintage of Mott's grape juice there? Yeah? Awesome. Mazel tov. Come sit down as you join your families and we get ready to welcome in Shabbat. We ask the question, so what was that song that they sang by the edge of the sea? Shirat Hayam, or that song of the sea, led by Moses and Miriam with her timbrel, was a tapestry of verses praising God, thanking God for the miracle of the parting waters, praying for strength for the journey ahead that they were about to face. And so too, when we traditionally read the Song of the Sea, it's a tapestry of melodies, woven together the different pieces, including Michamocha, which our 4th graders will share a little bit before that moment. And so we turn to some words from the Song of the Sea, Oziv Zimrat Yah. You can find them on page 647 as we sing out in that same spirit.
O ziv zimratia, vayehi li lishua, ze eli ve'anbehu, va'aviv va'arom emenhu. My strength and my song, my strength and my song, my strength and my song come from you. My strength and my song, my strength and my song, my strength and my song come from you. O ziv zimradia, vayehi lishua. O ziv zimradia, vayehi lishua. O ziv, O ziv, O ziv, O ziv, O ziv zimradia, vayehi lishua. 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 O ziv, O ziv, O my strength and my song, my strength and my song, my strength and my song come from you. My strength and my song, my strength and my song, my strength and my song come from you. O ziv zimradia, vayehi lishua. O ziv zimradia, vayehi lishua. O ziv, O ziv, O ziv, O ziv. We move on to something a little easier. No words, just Shabbat Shalom. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Shabbat Shalom.
warmed up? A little bit? A little bit. Some of you are not quite there yet, I can see, but we'll get there. As we prepare to welcome in Shabbat with as much joy and anticipation as we would a bride in a wedding hall, we turn to the Chadodi on page 138 and invite in that Shabbat bride, invite in the presence of Shabbat. We'll sing together verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we get to that final verse, it's our custom to rise, to face the door, to officially greet the presence of Shabbat, and then to take a moment to greet one another, introduce yourself, say hello, wish each other Shabbat Shalom. Page 138.
Lecha Dodi, Likra Kala, B'nai Shabbat, Nekabela.
Take a moment to greet each other. We rise for Baruch Hu, our call to worship. Remaining standing, if you are able, we join together atop 149, this blessing for evening. Please join me. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Page 152.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
154.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל mitzvotai, v'tem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Shabbat Shalom. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Rabbi Eve Rudin. I'm the Director of Education, Youth, and Families at the Larchmont Temple. But that's not important right now. I have many of my grade 4 friends here who are going to quietly make their way up here to the bima. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. Yes, okay. Great. So now that our young people here are getting a little older, those who have been with us, well, first of all, some of them were here in nursery school, but if they were here during our kindergarten and third grade Club LT program, they got to learn many, many, many of the stories in the Torah. Where are the Torahs? They're behind me, right. We learned round 1 of those very, very famous stories in the Torah. And what happens in grade 4 is that we actually start to learn some of those stories again, but this time, while we're older, we might have some questions about it. So one of the things that our grade 4 learners do every time that they're here is they engage in what's called midrash. What is midrash? Some of you might recognize it more in English as it's sort of the process of fan fiction, of asking questions of what was it like to be that person? What do you think that they were thinking? Why did they make that decision? So this week's Torah portion, as we've already learned about, is it's a little bit of the Passover story. That's why we're talking about Passover in February. And there's this famous moment where what were we in Egypt? It was bad. We were slaves, and that was bad. And then we asked Pharaoh lots and lots and lots of times. Who asked Pharaoh many, many times? Moses. Excellent. See, they're so good. So we asked Moses. Moses went to Pharaoh many, many, many times. And some of us learned this a lot when we were little. There was a famous song. We went to Pharaoh and said, "Let our people go." And what did Pharaoh say over and over and over again? No. Okay. But there's one time.
When he said yes.
There's one time that Pharaoh finally says, "Okay, you guys can go." And that's where the story comes from. They knew they had to go in a hurry because we were afraid that Pharaoh was going to change his mind. Spoiler alert, he does. And that's when we didn't have time for the bread to rise, all of that. And we start going. So we're going. What does Pharaoh do? He changes his mind. And he sends, who does he send after? His army. Okay? We are now running. We are being chased by the army. And all of a sudden, we get to this huge body of water. And lots of you have seen the movies. You've seen Prince of Egypt, or you've seen, Charlton Heston. But the story as it kind of goes is that there's the Sea of Reeds is in front of us, and Moses takes his staff. We learned what that is, right? What is it? It's like his big stick. And he puts it into the water, and the seas part. However, the rabbis engage in this process of midrash, and they're not sure that's exactly how it happened. They tell a different story, that we're running, we get to the big thing of water, and Moses puts the staff in, and nothing happens. And then, Labriut, bless you, then there's this guy, and his name is Nachshon, and he starts to take a step into the water, and another step into the water, and he goes in and in and in. We talked a little bit this Wednesday about like when you walk into the ocean, most of us go up to about, waist length. The water is going up and up and up and up and up. It goes up to his neck. It goes up to his mouth. It even covers his nose. And then that's the moment the sea parts. So what we talked about on Wednesday is a grade 4 community and our groups of kids, and if you didn't get a part in the reading, you'll read the last box. We want to kind of do a little fan fiction and think about what does this story mean to us today? What was it like? So Chase's group is first. You're going to speak very loudly, but you don't have to pick up the mic. So the first question and the whole fourth grade did this, and this is a representation of it. How do you think it felt to be chased by the Egyptians?
These are some answers from our friends. Scary. Probably really scary and difficult and desperate to be safe. Frightening. Bad. Really bad. Mad. I think it was bad and scary to be chased. I think that it would feel scary and pressure to go back.
But they persevered.
But they're persevering.
Yeah.
Horrible. My turn. I think it would feel pressured and tortured, sweaty and mad and unlucky.
And unlucky. Okay, future groups are going to pick up the pace a little bit, okay? All right, so put yourselves into Nachshon's shoes. What would you have done? Which group is this?
This is S. Wait, can I repeat what you just said?
So move out of the way. Move out of the way.
No,
Okay.
we're not.
And you're going to yes.
These are some answers from our friends from the 4th grade community. Swim. The same thing I would have just prayed and hoped. I would have given up and probably died. Run away. Pray. Tried very hard to stop him. I would have done anything in my power to save my people. Nothing.
I would have tried to run around the sea, not go in the water. If I was in his shoes and I knew that I could part the sea, I would totally do what Nacho did. Probably run into the water because I would rather die than be asleep. I would have stepped in.
Split the sea very fast. Stayed on land and not stepped into his shoes. Made the sand a weapon. I would have been scared, but I would also pray that God would help. Nacho was brave and I would have panicked. I would not go into the water. I turned the other direction so that they didn't know where we were.
I would do what he did if I knew the water would split.
Okay, so mixed reactions to what we would do if we were Nachshon. Okay, the next group, are you reading the question or am I reading the question? All right, what do you think Nachshon was thinking when he decided to step into the water?
These are answers from the other 4th grade community. He felt scared. There's nothing else to do. Oh my God, I'm crazy. Brave. Nothing. He was not thinking that if he died, he would die a hero. I have a lot of hope. I can do this. He felt courageous. I am amazing, and I'm going to lead everyone. I think he was thinking that the water was not too deep.
He thought he was risking his life for people. He wasn't thinking God would help him. I will take a risk. I bet he thought I'm going to save people. I think he knew that God will open up the sea to save the Jews, that he was a magician. He wanted to be free and safe.
I'm going to save a lot of people. I think that Nachshon was thinking about putting his friends and family before himself. I think he was thinking that he needed to be brave and could do anything he could to get saved. There's nowhere else to go. He might be thinking about a miracle, or he knew what he was doing. I will sacrifice. That he knew the water would part and was trying to help, and had faith.
Okay. All right, so then what we then talked about is maybe one of the things that Nachshon had was courage, and the Hebrew term for that value is ometz lev. So what does it mean to be courageous? Next group. Okay. Here.
These are some answers from the 4th grade. It means to be brave. It means to be yourself. It means to have courage to do something. Good things and scary things, but they also might be hard to do. To do hard things, it means to be good and brave. It's okay to have mixed feelings. To be fearless, to be very brave and strong, to be positive and not give up.
To be courageous, it means to be bold and take a stand to do something, to be brave even though it might be hard, and it means to take a stand and do what's right in a strong and powerful way. Finally, not to be scared and to always stand up for yourself.
Okay. Alex is going to read, how does it feel to be courageous?
Good, very good, super good. It feels like you have power. Brave and help other people. Confident, proud and good. Great and helpful. Standing up for somebody that is being picked on. Good and happy. It feels like you've accomplished something. I would feel really good about myself. It feels like you are strong and you can do it. Makes you feel really good. Strong and happy. Strong and excited. Never be scared.
Excellent. Did anyone not read who wants to read? Okay. And so our last question was, how can we be courageous today in our lives? And lots of our fourth graders wrote different things. How can we be courageous? We can be brave, stand up for someone, stand up for people. This is a theme. To do something you might not want to do scary things, be helpful and stand up for yourself. Don't give up. By standing up for yourself when you're playing the piano and you're not good, keep trying. We can get over our fears. We can be brave and try new things and never give up. Take risks. We can help with the California wildfires. We can not give up, and we can be nice. So our fourth graders, obviously, I think that they learned a lot from each other, but hopefully we've taught you today what it means to be courageous and what it might have been like to be chased and to take a really, really, really big risk. Toda rabah. You guys did a great job.
Yasher koach.
Bye.
Well done, fourth graders. It takes a little bit of courage to get up here on the bima and share their Torah. We're so glad you did. And as we turn to Michamocha, that song from the sea, if you turn to page 159, I want to let you in on a little secret about the first line of this prayer. Because as Rabbi Rudin said, in that moment that our fourth grade learners have been exploring, as Nachshon maybe jumped in first, the water was rising and rising and rising and rising. And you might have noticed, if you've ever sung this prayer before, that the first line starts Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, and the second line almost exactly the same, but it's Mi kamocha. Why is it cha and then ka? And one explanation, one midrash I heard, is that when they first started singing, the water was still rising up. It was gurgling in their throats as they began to sing out these words of praise. But by the second line, by Mi kamocha, God saw the courage, God split the waters, and their throats were cleared for that crisp ka. It's a good midrash, right? It's a good midrash. So we sing out those words in the spirit of Nachshon, of Moses, of Miriam, page 158.
Adonai,
peace and understanding atop 161, Let There Be Love.
I would love to invite up Sheer Harmony, our special 4th grade choir, to sing this song that we've been working on as they use their voices to fill our world with hope for love and peace in the world. Here we go. Let
There be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashivenu, Lashalom.
Let's sing with them.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's
One more
storm.
time, let there be love.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Thank you, Sheer Harmony. It was sheer harmony, indeed. We rise for Arts Vila. I'll be here all night with the puns, all night. Page 166, we ask God to help us open our lips that we may speak words of praise.
Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufiagid, Tehilatecha. Let's try that again. Adonai. Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufiagid, Tehilatecha. We're going to open up our lips. Open up our lips so we may praise your name. Open up our hearts. Open up our hearts so we can feel our pain. Open up our souls. Open up our souls to let our love make us whole. And we will praise. Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Bekonei Hakol Bezocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Ve'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magin Avraham Bezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Mashif HaRuach Umorid HaGashem Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umidomelach Melech Memid Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman Atal HaChayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh U'Kadoshim B'chol Yom Yahalelucha Selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
You may be seated. We take a couple of minutes now for our own individual prayer, either using the book as our guide or perhaps closing our eyes for a moment and thinking about those questions that our fourth grade learners posed. How could we be Nachshons in the world, in our lives? What courageous steps might we take towards the unknown, towards a better world? We take a few moments.
Say shalom, b'imroma. Oh, say shalom, b'imroma. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. B'imroma. Oh, say shalom. B'imroma. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
Just as we pray for shalom, for peace in our world, we pray for shlemut, for wholeness, for healing, especially for those in our lives who we know are feeling broken in some way in this moment. We turn to our prayer for healing, our Misha Berach, on page 371, and rise together as a community, offering this prayer of healing to all those who need it most.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
This Shabbat, our Larchmont Temple family prays for the healing of Jerry Gallner, Pat Ryan, Marlo Wiggins, Stanley Tereski, Paul Wiggins, Enid Elton, Andy Rosenthal, Joseph Spinelli, Jody Kahn, Samuel Phillip, Ariel Eden, Ian Spear, Kristen Harris, Millie Marmer, Jack Blumenfrucht, Kira Retman, Frank Fozzolari, Jackie Pearsall, Joel Brill, Steve Gutman, Brad Dembski, Elise Silverman, Dave Richards, Christy Riggs, Lauren Riggs, Lynn Finch, Christopher Finch, Jennifer Halpern, John Campbell, Natalie Ritter, Wendy Brooks, Steve Leffler, Arnold Becker, Michael Howard, Bruce Colley, Missy Garrity, Howard Weiser, Nat Scarpa, Samuel J. Manitti, Pearl Becht, Rabbi David Wilfond, Heather Smith, Maggie Krause, Berta Zuckerman Blastane. And if you're thinking of someone in your own life in need of healing, if you're comfortable sharing their name out loud, I invite you to do so, or just say it quietly in your heart. We pray for them too.
Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen.
As we turn to the concluding portion of our service, Aleinu L'Shabach, on the bottom of 586, we want to invite up our on-deck B'nai Mitzvah, Adam and Soph. Come on up, Sophia. Did we lose Adam?
Nope, he's coming.
Awesome. Come on up. Help us open these ark doors before which you will stand in just a week as B'nai Mitzvah yourselves.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teikenu l'liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo sabanu kemishpechot
getting ready for Kaddish on 598, we think of those in our lives whose voices, whose life song was the soundtrack of our life, and who, though they may not be here still in this moment, their laughter, their love still rings in our ears. This Shabbat in particular, we mourn the recent passing and observe a period of shloshim, of 30 days of mourning, for Donna Bookstein, sister-in-law of Julie Carson, Muriel Frankel, mother of Bruce and Ruth, Tom and Evelyn and Barbara, grandmother of Max, Sarah, Amar, Carla, and Allison, great-grandmother of Audrey and Ziggy. Judy Roscoff, wife of Kenneth, mother of Lori Roscoff and Michael Cantor and Brian, grandmother of Benjamin and Elijah. Jeff Rosenzweig, husband of Jennifer, father of Leah and Benjamin, brother of Ellen and Lynn. Louisa Marcus, mother of Mara Talpins and Jeffrey, grandmother of Leanna and Chase. Aaron Wiesel, brother of Shane and Joel, Janet and Stacy. Rabbi Alvin Sugarman, beloved Rabbi Emeritus at the Temple in Atlanta, husband of Barbara and father of our member Leah Siegel and Blaine, Lainey Kirsch and Greg, grandfather of Noah, Ryan, Amanda, and Aaron. And to be laid to his eternal rest on Sunday, Lee Metzendorf, husband of Ellen, father of our LT member Ed Metzendorf, and along with Beth and Emily Samuels, grandfather of Kate, Julia, Ben, and Allie. To their names, we link those for whom a yard site is observed this week in our community. And remember as well with reverence, Estelle Metzer-Goldenberg, Frances Langer, Sarah Balsam, Ernest Marmarek, Roy Berlin, Fanny Slavin, Arlene Fisher, David Peigan, Selma Kay, Iris Goldberg, Jeanette Kravitz, Esther Goldfein, Solomon Mendelson, Yetta Tone, Norman Koch, Warren Hyman, Lori Altschuler, Bernice Benison Silvestri, Stanley Schneider, Herbert Davis, William Miller, Jacob Weisberg, Pauline K. Shapiro, Stanley Weiss, Catherine Tansey, Alice Weitzner, Bertha Held, Saul Flegel, Herman Piven, Mickey Kantrowitz, Baynard Paul, Phoebe Feinberg, Henriette Abraham, Barbara Kupferberg, Michael Rose, Eddie Hodis, Leslie Ronald Sachs, Jane Weinstein, Mildred Edelman, Seymour Shapiro, Richard Berger, Beatrice Weintraub, Marjorie Irene Suchman, Jacqueline Becker Braverman, S. Joseph Blatt, Susan Greenfield, Jacqueline Cromer, Fred Hamburger, Robin Dressen, Lawrence Cohen, Emmanuel Vital, Herman Robbins, Lois Lichter, Ruth Nemlich, Alexander Raskin, Philip Medwick, Helen S. Ehrenberg, Barbara Rubenstein, Albert Morris Franklin, George Oken, Matthew H. Harnett. And if you are thinking of somebody who you're remembering at this moment, whose life song still reverberates for you, I invite you to add their name as well. We join together, remembering them in gratitude for the lives they lived, joining together in words of Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shamei rabbah, be'almad zivrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayachon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayeh d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'yizman karim v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata ta'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories ever be for blessing. Amen. You may be seated. Jordana, is it you? Yes. Jordana Davis, sharing some words of greeting from our board.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to everyone in the sanctuary. Welcome to everyone who is watching online. My name is Jordana Davis. I'm a member of the Larchmont Temple Board of Trustees, and I just have a couple of announcements before we let you go tonight. The first, as always, is thank you to the clergy, Rabbi Frankel, Cantor Orangel, Lexi Weekly, Rabbi Rudin for a beautiful service, our musicians as well. Hello, it's everyone there. Mazel tov to our B'nai Mitzvah families, Sadie and Grant, the entire Grant and Grossman families. And of course, although even our clergy would agree that the fourth graders, I think, stole the show tonight. They were incredible. Thank you. Your words were meaningful. I particularly liked, I'm going to keep working on my piano and do things that I'm bad at. Keep working on them. You were hilarious. Your presence up here was wonderful. Your singing was wonderful. We loved it. So in addition to our B'nai Mitzvah service tomorrow morning, we have a 9 a.m. Chevra Torah in the Jacobson Chapel. We have 10:30 Shabbat morning minyan in the library. And at 4 o'clock, we have family Tu B'Shvat Seder, Havdalah, and pizza dinner in Jacobson. On Sunday, there's a brotherhood breakfast with a special guest, Mark Oppenheimer, at 10 a.m., Trump and the Jews 2.0. Yeah, take that one in. Thursday, we start to celebrate Tu B'Shvat again on Thursday, Tu B'Shvat celebration with nursery school students. At 12:15, a bring your own lunch and a 12:45 program. And at 7 o'clock that night, community Tu B'Shvat Seder in Jacobson. That are all the announcements for tonight. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I don't know, we might need mimosas at the Brotherhood breakfast this Sunday for that topic. Don't miss it. Should we rise for our closing song?
Sure. We are concluding with those ever-famous words of Adon Olam on page, if you need it, 625. But it's a good call and repeat, so don't stress. Repeat after me. Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'Terem Kol,
B'Terem Kol,
Yetzir Nivra,
Yitzir Nivra,
Le'et Nasa,
Leid Nasa,
V'Chesel Kol.
Hazoy Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Be'acharei Kichlot HaKol,
Lev Adon Yimloch Torah,
Adon Olam, Behu Haya, Behu Hoveh, Behu Yeh B'Tifara, Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'Terem